Shareholders and investors, thank you for joining me. My name is Kei Narushima, and I am president of Celsys Incorporated. I would like to present to you an overview of the operations of the Celsys Group and an explanation of the financial results for the fiscal year ended December 31st, 2024, fiscal 2024. Here are the points we're going to cover today. First, I'll introduce you to Celsys, then cover some group topics and outline each business segment. Finally, I'll explain our forecast of financial results for the fiscal year ending December 31st, 2025, fiscal 2025. Let's start with an introduction to Celsys. Since its establishment in 1991, Celsys has consistently operated in the digital content space. Developing our business exclusively through our own intellectual property, we reinvest our earnings into new businesses to expand our operations. In 1993, we released the world's first application for digital production of commercial animation. After releasing versions for manga and illustration production, we now offer Clip Studio Paint, our integrated application for content production. Leveraging our technical assets in production applications, we also offer content distribution solutions. By the way, our company name, Celsys, derives from the phrase Cell Animation System. Celsys offers total content support from production to distribution. At the same time, we are pursuing new opportunities for growth to build a stable earnings base and management framework. In 2025, we will continue to strive to boost enterprise value, guided by the new medium-term management plan. Until 2024, Celsys and its subsidiary and DC3 Incorporated have been active in two businesses. Celsys is engaged in the content production solutions business, led by Clip Studio Paint, while DC3 is active in the content distribution solutions business for eBooks and DC3, a digital content distribution platform for the Web3 era. Now, let's explore some topics in the Celsys Group in fiscal 2024. Here's the first topic. On September 25, 2024, the company's listing on the Tokyo Stock Exchange was moved from the standard market to the prime market. With the switch to the prime market, Celsys, a company with global operations, gained a higher profile with investors around the world, achieving improved enterprise value. This new listing would not have been possible without your steadfast support. In fiscal 2025, in addition to ordinary dividends, Celsys will distribute a special dividend commemorating the company's listing on the prime market. The distribution will be timed to coincide with distribution of the interim dividend. This is our second topic. The company conducted an absorption-type merger with DC3. The purpose of this move was to promote the utilization of DC3 and improve management efficiency. DC3 was established to advance the development of DC3. With the completion of DC3, DC3 has achieved its initial objective. DC3 now moves on to the improvement phase of enhancing stability and usability while reducing investment in development. Beginning in 2025, based on the result of the merger, Celsys will accelerate the advancement of its initiatives and streamline its management, including optimization of staff allocation to improve profitability. In the financial results for fiscal 2024, both sales and profit hit all-time highs. Net sales reached 8.2 billion yen, operating profit was 2.14 billion yen, and return on equity, ROE, came in at 23.6%. These figures exceed the August 2024 upward revision of the company's forecast of full-year financial results. Celsys has begun strengthening efforts toward management that is mindful of stock price and capital cost. Accordingly, from now on, we will also practice management that is mindful of ROE. Both net sales and all measures of profit exceeded the forecast of full-year financial results as revised upward in August 2024. Next, I'd like to describe how we're strengthening shareholder returns. First, dividends. In dividends for fiscal 2024, Celsys increased the interim dividend and year-end dividend by 2 yen per share each, raising the total annual dividend to 24 yen per share. Celsys recognizes that the return of earnings to shareholders through dividends is an important management issue. Going forward, Celsys will support a stable dividend with a criterion dividend payout ratio of 30% or more, while securing appropriate financial soundness. Over the medium to long term, we will strive to increase the dividend. Next, we're reinforcing return to shareholders through acquisition of treasury shares. The company made plans to acquire treasury shares in the total amount of 2 billion yen over the period from March 1, 2024 to March 31, 2025. Of this amount, 1.5 billion yen of treasury shares have already been acquired. We expect to acquire the remaining 500 million yen worth by March 31, 2025. Our final topic is progress of capital and business alliance agreements. Celsys is moving forward on initiatives with partners Webtoon Entertainment Incorporated, Wacom Company Limited, and Axel Corporation, as shown here. Next, I'd like to go over the highlights in financial results for fiscal 2024. The consolidated statement of income for the Celsys Group in fiscal 2024 is as you see here. Net sales were 8,204 million yen, a figure 16% higher than the previous fiscal year if you exclude the UI/UX business transferred in 2023. In profits, costs rose in connection with preparations to move the company's listing to the prime market of the Tokyo Stock Exchange. However, the group streamlined development investment and revised costs in consideration of the balance of revenue and expenditure for the group as a whole. Profits rose dramatically compared with the previous fiscal year. ROE improved 15 points compared with the previous fiscal year. In the consolidated balance sheet for the Celsys Group in fiscal 2024, in addition to ordinary business activities, the group was active in acquiring treasury shares and, through a capital and business alliance, acquiring investment securities, as you can see listed here. Next, I'd like to outline each business segment. First, let's get an overview of the Content Production Solutions business. Both sales and profit reached record highs. Net sales in fiscal 2024 increased 18% year-on-year to 7,143 million yen. Operating profit grew 30% year-on-year to 2,848 million yen. A number of factors contributed to this increase in revenue and earnings. First, subscription contracts and sales trended firmly for Clip Studio Paint, which released a major update in March 2024. Also, revisions to the prices of subscription contracts and outright purchase license versions of Clip Studio Paint improved profitability. Moreover, all indicators for Clip Studio Paint, our mainstay product, are on a steady rising trend, as you can see here. I'd like to share a number of topics with you now about our activities in the Content Production Solutions business. The first topic is supported languages for Clip Studio Paint and overseas usage ratio. About 80% of users of Clip Studio Paint are outside Japan. This fact places Clip Studio Paint in the unusual position of being an application provided to the world from Japan. Today, over 47 million creators worldwide use Clip Studio Paint, and we intend to continue to grow this business in overseas markets. Next, the major update of Clip Studio Paint, which I mentioned earlier. The major update implemented in March 2024 received positive reviews. Shipments rose, in part due to sales promotion campaigns in Japan and overseas, raising levels of both sales and user numbers. In tandem, price revisions to outright purchase license versions and subscription contracts resulted in price increases of up to 20%. Going forward, Celsys expects to implement further major updates as well as price revisions in line with improvements in service value. Next, we'll look at measures to increase subscription contracts. To secure continued stable earnings over the medium to long term, we aim to increase subscription model contracts. Next, we are continuing and reinforcing our investment in AI development. The potential in AI technologies caught our eye over 10 years ago, and we have been conducting R&D in this field since that time. The use of AI in the creative field is a subject of wide-ranging debate in many countries. Determined to secure a competitive position in the future, Celsys is strengthening and intensifying its investment in development in the AI field. As part of that effort, Celsys is entering into capital participation with Axe Incorporated, an industry leader in the practical application of AI technology, and concluding strategic partnerships to expand the company's AI development capabilities. We are also conferring on the AI field with Webtoon Entertainment, with whom we are conducting a capital and business alliance. Next, expansion of our user base. To bolster competitiveness in mobile environments, such as tablets and smartphones, Celsys continued to update Clip Studio Paint with inclusion of features such as filters optimized for these devices. In this way, we aim to expand the user base for Clip Studio Paint from the PC to smartphones and tablets, where the number of users is greater. Now, let's look at the trend in subscription contracts in mainland China. The number of subscription contracts for Clip Studio Paint in the Chinese market is steadily increasing. In terms of share of sales by country on the App Store, you can see that mainland China is already our 7th biggest market in this category. We expect it to grow further. Finally, we come to other topics in the Content Production Solutions business. This concludes our discussion of the Content Production Solutions business. Next, we proceed to an overview of the Content Distribution Solutions business. In fiscal 2024, net sales in this segment rose 4% year-on-year to 1,061 million yen. An operating loss of 681 million was incurred. Main activities were sales and promotion aimed at broadening adoption of DC3 solution, as well as efforts to introduce DC3 in businesses and collaborations on content such as animations, games, and movies. DC3 is a digital content distribution platform solution that treats all digital data as unique things. DC3 distributes each item of digital content as a uniquely defined thing. The aim is to achieve a world in which digital content is handled as the property of unique individuals. Now, I'd like to share with you a number of activity topics from the Content Distribution Solutions business. Let's start with the DC3 update. In November 2024, Celsys implemented an update for DC3. We followed this in December 2024 with updates for Hive on various players. Please note that development of the basic feature set for DC3 is complete. Going forward, we will be working on improving the quality of the solution with improvements in stability, usability, and so on. Next, let's look at the linking function between DC3 and Clip Studio Paint. In December 2024, Celsys updated Clip Studio Paint Launcher, a DC3 player. This update enabled users of Clip Studio Paint to register a multi-page work file as a single item of content. Our next topic is DC3 compatibility for cards and tickets. In March 2024, we enabled cards, tickets, and other rights and licenses to be handled as DC3 content. At the same time, we released a ticket issuing service, enabling business operators to handle tickets as DC3 content easily. Next, here are some of the sales and promotional activities we conducted to promote adoption of DC3 solution. The Tora no Ana Group, leaders in support services for sales of self-published works and creators, adopted DC3 in Creatia, its new fan club platform bringing creators and fans together, operated on a monthly fee basis. Through collaborations with anime, games, movies, and other content, Celsys is taking steps to increase recognition of DC3. Finally, DC3 is cooperating in a pilot project of the Ministry of Economy, Trade and Industry, METI, as Vice Chair of the Technology Promotion Subcommittee of Japan Content's Blockchain Initiative. DC3 is cooperating with METI in the pilot project to formulate guidelines for content IP protection. DC3 will work with content-related companies to draft guidelines for distribution of digital content. This concludes our overview of the Content Distribution Solutions business. Now, let's proceed to our forecast of financial results for fiscal 2025. First, our business approach, beginning in fiscal 2025. Celsys is working to build a stable revenue base and management structure. Our aim is to continue to operate as a provider of total support from content creation to distribution while empowering efforts toward our next stage of growth. In 2023, we restructured with the transfer of our UI/UX business. In 2024, we obtained listing on the prime market of the Tokyo Stock Exchange, completed development of DC3, and merged with DC3. Together, these actions prepared a robust and stable management framework on which basis we drafted the medium-term management plan for the period 2025 to 2027. Celsys now aims to maintain various touch points with the creation process of users and audiences, grow together with the creator economy market, and generate revenue through a service platform. By developing innovative services to provide creators with spaces in which to create, while strengthening the profitability of Clip Studio Paint, Celsys looks forward to expanding its operating domains and growing its business. Celsys is expanding its business domain starting in fiscal 2025. Until now, Celsys has been providing solutions to support content production and content distribution with a focus on limited areas of the creator economy market, which continues to grow globally. Under the medium-term management plan, the company will expand its business domain to encompass the entire creator economy market and capitalize on the strengths cultivated through Celsys activities to date to develop and provide new services in the creator platform field. In conjunction with the newly drafted medium-term management plan, in 2025, we will reorganize our existing businesses and fields into the creator support field and the creator platform field. This move will serve to expand Celsys' business domain in the creator economy market. Distribution solutions, such as ebooks and DC3, will be used to bolster the value of new services that will be provided in the creator platform field. In tandem with this reorganization of businesses and fields, Celsys is also reshuffling its sales segments, starting in fiscal 2025. Businesses and fields that include sales from services will be changed from the previous content production solutions business to the creator platform field. This is our forecast of financial results in fiscal 2025. We expect net sales to grow 10% from the previous fiscal year to 9,079 million yen, and operating profit to rise 19% year-on-year to 2,555 million yen. Both results will be record highs for Celsys. We also expect ROE to improve 6 points year-on-year to 30%. With the absorption-type merger of a consolidated subsidiary, Celsys will move in fiscal 2025 to non-consolidated accounting, with all operations gathered in a single business category. Next, the forecast of dividends for fiscal 2025. Dividends in fiscal 2025 will be as follows. In interim dividends, a special dividend of 10 yen commemorating the company's listing on the prime market will be added to the ordinary dividend of 12 yen for a total interim dividend of 22 yen per share. In year-end dividends, the ordinary dividend will be increased by 2 yen to 14 yen. The total dividend for fiscal 2025 is thus forecast to be 36 yen per share. Here we see the trend in net sales, including the forecast for fiscal 2025. As you can see, with the exception of the UI/UX business, which was transferred, we expect continued stable growth. Next, the trend in operating profit, including the forecast for fiscal 2025. As with net sales, we expect continued stable growth. In 2023, we changed our settlement system to strengthen security. This move engendered a one-time reduction in profit of about 200 million yen. This is why the rate of profit growth year-on-year was so high in fiscal 2024. Next up, I'd like to provide you with our essential activities for the current fiscal year, fiscal 2025. All of these activities are in line with the newly drafted medium-term management plan for the period 2025 to 2027. In the creator support field, we aim to increase the number of users for Clip Studio Paint subscription contracts and continue to grow annual recurring revenue. In particular, we are focused on 3 efforts: acquiring new users by strengthening global expansion, enhancing compatibility with smartphones and tablets, and expanding the user base by engaging with young and light users, improving retention by strengthening the user community. Also, in the creator platform field, we aim not merely to develop tools, but to deliver further value to creators, making the creator platform a new mainstay business. For this purpose, we are planning and developing a suite of innovative platform services. One final note. Celsys provides shareholders with a wide range of information, offers shareholder benefit programs, conducts questionnaire surveys, and so on. Please do not hesitate to give us your unvarnished opinion on these services and activities. Celsys is committed to the fair return of profit to shareholders and maintaining a judicious balance between shareholder dividends and shareholder benefits. In that spirit, from June 30th, 2025, the minimum shareholding to receive our shareholder benefit package will rise from 100 shares to 200. Thank you for your understanding. This brings to a close my presentation of the financial results for fiscal 2024 and forecast for fiscal 2025. Celsys will continue to work as a team to boost enterprise value and to meet and exceed the expectations of shareholders. I thank you for your continued encouragement and support. Thank you very much for your attention.